5 o'clock, time now for the Peter Channel News Evening Report, Friday, August 29th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. It is what's up on the Peter Channel News at 5 o'clock. Our top story at 5 o'clock is in London, where Britain has raised its terrorism alert level in response to the rise of the Islamic extremist group in Iraq and Syria and the belief that British citizens fighting with such groups could bring terror home. As earlier on Friday, British Prime Minister David Cameron warned that the threat posed by ISIS was a deeper and greater threat to our security than we have known before. For Vladimir Putin, his yearly trip to a patriotic youth camp on the banks of Lake Seljuk, northwest of Moscow, has marked a tradition. As Washington debated military action against Syria back last year, Secretary of State John Kerry's statements were nobly hawkish. 5 days later, President Obama has shocked his aides by voicing caution. In what scientists are calling a monumental achievement, an experimental medication called ZMapp, given on a compassionate basis to a handful of Ebola victims in a current outbreak, cured 100% of monkeys treated in a Canadian study, researchers said. Distraught daughter Melissa Rivers could face a life-or-death decision on her comatose mom. Joan Rivers depend on what doctors find, a close friend told the Daily News. Gas prices fall ahead of Labor Day weekend. President Barack Obama has failed to articulate how the U.S. plans to crush the growing threat posed by rampant Islamic militants, has opened himself to a swarm of backlash from critics. In Geneva, the civil war in Syria has forced 3 million people out of the country, including more than 1 million people who fled in the past year, creating a crisis for the UN. Just seconds later, Dhaka was shot by a 9-year-old girl firing a fully automatic Uzi. The video taken by the girl's parents while on vacation in Arizona has shocked people on both sides in the gun control argument. In Richmond, Virginia, the prosecution finished its closing argument Friday in the public corruption trial of former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife Maureen. Senator Mary Landrieu of Louisiana is facing a tough re-election this fall, and her opponents will do all they can to keep the revelation about her home status in the news. In the Labor Day forecast for the Los Angeles area, they are going to get a grilling over holiday weekend as morning light casts showers on visitors to Wedge and Newport beaches. Waves from Marie are churning up the California coastline here, especially Southern California coastline here. More of that on the weather in a couple of minutes here. Year off lows as inflation cools. Bets for ECB cut next week as Wall Street gains on mostly strong economic reports and German bond yields tick higher, but still near record lows as we'll have the stock market report in a couple of minutes here. In Washington, U.S. consumer spending fell in July for the first in 6 months, but confidence among households at a 7-year high in August suggesting a retrenchment would be temporary. The stock market drifted mostly higher Friday afternoon as investors weighed a mixed picture of the U.S. economy against better than expected company earnings. Judge Lucy Koh earlier this week ruled not to institute a permanent injunction against Samsung for selling older model smartphones found to infringe Apple patents. With the iPhone 6 ready to launch is what it needed to succeed. The rap group Queen had a popular song back in the day that Britney Spears has a perfect remedy for a no-good, very bad post-breakup day. The Toxic singer, 32, posted a video to Instagram on Thursday advising fans to find shoes with hearts on them to turn the frown upside down. After Miley Cyrus brought 22-year-old homeless man Jesse Hill to the 2014 VMAs and had him accept her video on the Year Award and speak on the stage about homelessness in LA. There'll be a new face on the TARDIS on Saturday night. Samuel Anderson joins the new season of Doctor Who as Danny Pink, an ex-soldier who is now a math teacher. Icelandic authorities briefly raised the aviation warning code to red Friday after a small fissure eruption near Bardabunga volcano, but no volcanic ash was detected by the radar system. Ancient human DNA is shedding more light on how the Arctic reaches of America have been populated, and it has been revealed that the first people there did not leave any genetic descendants in America, unlike previous thought. Fears of Ebola spread deeper throughout West Africa on Friday as Senegal announced its first case and the World Health Organization shuttered its laboratory Sierra Leone after healthcare worker became infected with a highly contagious virus. In Jackson, Mississippi, Republican U.S. Representative Alan Nunley said Friday that he's returned to Mississippi to continue recovering from a stroke while he runs for re-election. Okay, take a look at the sports here. The NFL suspended San Francisco 49ers linebacker Alden Smith for the first 9 games of the season following multiple off-field incidents leading on Friday. NASCAR Championship, Tony Stewart said on Friday that killing a fellow driver in a racing incident that spot will affect him for the rest of life, but he's returning to the track in Atlanta on Sunday. Venus Williams lost to Sir Irani of Italy 6-0, 0-6, 7-6-5. Team USA's first test in the 2014 FIBA World Cup will be provided by Finland on Saturday. You might have some questions about this. And athletics decided not to protest controversial call in loss versus the Los Angeles Angels there. Okay, take a look at our Friday stock market report from CNBC here. Dow Jones Industrial had 1798.45 up 1888, S&P 500 2003.37 up 663, and Nasdaq 4580.27 up 2258. In the European markets there, DAX 9470.17 up 761, FTSE 6819.75 up 1395, CAC 4381.04 up 15. In the Asian markets there, Nikkei 15424.59 down 35.27, Shanghai 2217.20 up 21.38, HSI 24742.06 up 106 there. In oil markets, 9583 up 128, Brent 103.08 up 62 cents, and natural gas 4.083 up 39 thousandths of a point here. In the gold markets here, 1287.70 down 270, silver 19.49 up down 119 thousandths of a point, and copper 3.135 up 85 thousandths of a point. In the bonds markets here, US 10-year yield 2.3448% up 11 thousandths of a point. Germany 10-year yield 8.85% down 3 thousandths of a point, and Germany's 10-year yield 4.97% unchanged. In the FX here, European US dollar 13131 down 1 thousandth of a point. US dollar Japanese yen 104.05 up 35 hundredths of a point, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.6597 unchanged here. Peter Channel News time 5:06, and it's time now for the travel report on this Friday of Labor Day weekend here. And we're going to take a look at the map, and let's take a look at the greater Boston traffic situation here. And it shows Southeast Expressway on the southbound side slow from Quincy all the way down to the Braintree Split due to an incident on the Southeast Expressway on the southbound side near the Braintree Split. And 120 South 93 North slow from 95 all the way down to 24 in Randolph, and 120 North 93 South slow from the Split down to 24 in Randolph here. And 120 on the northbound side slow from Burlington all the way out to Wakefield due to a couple of accidents. 95 120 northbound accident near 93, and 95 120 on the northbound side an accident near Lowell Street in Wakefield there, so try to start some extra time in that area, okay? And 393 95 mile outbound from 128 to the New Hampshire border here, and 93 northbound slow from the New Hampshire Massachusetts border to Windham, New Hampshire here. And take a look at New Hampshire traffic here, and it shows Route 3 Everett Turnpike a little slow from Industrial Drive down to Continental Drive in Nashua and Merrimack, New Hampshire. So try to set some extra time to that area here. And 93 on the northbound side a little slow from Hipsit to Concord, New Hampshire. So try to set some extra time into that area here. And 95 on the northbound side a little slow from the Spalding Turnpike in Portsmouth over to the Maine border, and the Maine Turnpike slow from Kittery down to York Harbor here. And 95 on the northbound side slow from 295 to 25 in Portland here, and 295 on the northbound side a little slow from Scarborough all the way down to the Fort River Bridge in Portland there. And 495 on the northbound side slow from Route 4 in Chelmsford all the way down through 30 in Tewksbury here on the northbound side. 495 northbound also from 114 in Andover down through exit 44 in Lawrence here. Mass Pike a little slow around the Austin Bratton tolls here, and 495 westbound a little slow from Route 9 in Framingham to the Charlton Rest area, and 495 an accident near Route 117 in Stowe. Mass Pike on the westbound side a little slow from Millbury all the way out to Auburn here, and 84 on the westbound side a little slow from the Mass Pike to Route 20 in Sturbridge here. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Foxborough all the way down to 295 in Albury here. 495 on the southbound side, a little slow from 24 in Raynham here, and 24 southbound slow from 495 in Raynham to 44 in Raynham here. And Route 3 on the southbound side, slow from 14 in Duxbury down to 53 Route 3A in Duxbury here. And the board and sidewalk bridges are moving on fine, and the Cape highways are moving on fine here. And 195 on fine from Providence down for Wareham here. And take a look at the Providence highway situation here. Rhode Island highway situation. 95 southbound slow from the Pawtucket S curves all the way down to 195 in downtown Providence, and 95 in northbound side bumper to bumper from 37 in Warwick, Cranston all the way up to 195 in Providence, 295 southbound also from Route 6 in Johnson to Route 14 in Cranston here, and 146 on the northbound side also from 99 in Cumberland Hill all the way out to Salesville Road in North Smithfield here, and Route 4 on the southbound side slow from Route 102 in Exeter all the way down to 138 in North Kingstown and Jamestown and Newport bridges are more on fine here. Peter Channel News time 5:10. Time now for a little weather report here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 5 o'clock. It's 74 degrees. Our temperature as a 5:11 with fair skies, humidity 46%. Wind speed variable about 5 miles per barometer, 3.19 inches, 2 about 52 degrees, and a visibility of 10 miles. Okay, take a look at our current conditions around the region here. It's 67 out of Boston, 76 in Pittsburgh, 71 in Bedford and Gloucester, 68 in Beverly, 72 in Worcester, 76 in Sturbridge and Milford, 73 in Webster, 74 in Norwood, 75 in Taunton, 73 in Bedford. It's 66 in Plymouth from Provincetown, 68 in Chatham, 66 in Nantucket, 65 in Cape Cod Bay. It's 70 out in Martha's Vineyard. It's 72 in Block Island and Westerly, 73 in Providence and Smithfield, 71 in Long Island, 73 out in Montauk, 72 in Islip, 75 in New York City, 74 in Bridgeport, 76 in New Haven, 71 in Long Island Sound, 74 in Danbury, 73 in Waterbury, 79 in Meriden, 78 in Hartford, 75 out in Windsor, it's 76 out in Springfield, 77 in Amherst, 74 in Greenfield, 73 in Pittsfield, 75 in North Adams, 76 in Albany, 75 in Bennington, 71 in Brattleboro, 73 in Keene, 73 in Jeffrey, New Hampshire, 75 in Concord, New Hampshire, 75 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 77 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 67 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Here, current conditions around the region here. We got stationary front from north central Mexico stretching down from western Texas, and cold front from Oklahoma and down from Kansas, colliding with a warm front from Missouri, stretching with a stationary front, merging with stationary front from Illinois, stretching down for the Tennessee Valley, down for the Carolinas, and Tennessee here. And a stationary front from eastern Washington down through northern Idaho and Montana, and cold front from Montana, stretching down Wyoming down through South Dakota, stationary front from northern Minnesota, and a cold front up in Ontario, Canada here. And a pink front from western Iowa and eastern Nebraska here. And a front away from the Gulf of Mexico stretching down off the northeastern Mexican coastline here. And a front from western Arizona stretching down the Gulf of California. And a front down for California. And a front from central Oregon and down for southern Idaho and northwestern Nevada here. High pressure in New York City, up in the eastern Quebec and western Colorado, while some low pressure in southern Washington State, western Idaho, southwestern Arizona, north central California, off the Virginia coastline and off the northeastern Mexican coastline in eastern Dakotas there. 77 degrees of temperature right now in Pittsburgh, 82 in Washington D.C., 90 in Atlanta, 91 in Miami, 80 in Brownsville, 90 in Dallas, Texas, 79 in Kansas City, 85 in Chicago, 75 in Detroit, 79 in Minneapolis, it's 78 in Omaha, 75 in Great Falls, Montana, 64 in Seattle, 71 in San Francisco, 77 in Los Angeles, 98 in Las Vegas, 87 in Salt Lake City, 78 in Denver, 81 out in Albuquerque, and 105 degrees out in Phoenix. There. Take a look at our radar scope around the country, and it shows spotty rain showers and storms from Ontario, stretching in western Wisconsin down through Minnesota down for the Mississippi Valley, from Minnesota down through Arkansas, stretching down for Texas with a couple of showers and storms from Texas, stretching it down for Louisiana, down for southern Mississippi, down for southwestern Alabama, and line of showers and storms down for Florida here, and a spotty rain showers and storms around the central Colorado, around the Denver area, and stretching down northeastern Utah. Spotty rain showers from northeastern Nevada and central Idaho, and a spotty rain showers from western Washington State up in the British coming down off the western Alberta, and a line of rain showers off Washington and Oregon coastlines here. Spotty rain showers off the Carolina coastline here. And take a look at our satellite loop shows line of clouds from Quebec, stretching on the Ontario, stretching it on for the Mississippi Valley here, and a line of clouds coming in the Gulf States, line of clouds from northern Colorado, northeastern Utah, and line of clouds from Nevada, stretching in north central California, and a line of clouds from northwestern Oregon, stretching Washington State up in British Columbia, Alberta, up in the Saskatchewan, and then the Manitoba area, and a line of clouds stretching from central New York State down for eastern Pennsylvania, down for New Jersey here. Okay, take a look at our forecast discussion around the country. Shows heavy rain possible for portions of the lower Mississippi Valley and Tennessee Valley, and low pressure over the upper Mississippi Valley will move northeastward to southeastern Ontario by Sunday. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico will pull along the associated front, aiding and producing showers and thunderstorms from the upper middle Mississippi Valley and upper Great Lakes that will move slowly to the lower Great Lakes northeast by Sunday. In addition, light to moderate rain will develop over the parts of the northern New England on Sunday morning, and meanwhile upper level energy over the central Gulf Coast will lift northeastward to the Ohio Valley by Sunday morning. Moisture rich air from the Gulf of Mexico will invade the lower Mississippi Valley and move northeastward to the Ohio Valley and lower Great Lakes by Sunday. The moisture, upper level energy, and upper level jet dynamics will aid in producing showers and thunderstorms over the western and central Gulf Coast on Friday evening and expand northward up to the lower Mississippi Valley with moderate rain by Saturday morning. Here, the area of showers and thunderstorms with moderate rain will extend from the Ohio Valley to the lower Great Lakes to parts of the Tennessee Valley and lower Mississippi Valley by Sunday morning. Initially, easterly flow off the Atlantic will aid in producing showers and thunderstorms over the Florida and the southeast coast by Sunday. An upper level trail over the eastern Pacific will move inland to the Rockies by Sunday, and an associated front will develop over the northern Rockies and move eastward to the northern plains and southward to the Great Basin, central Rockies, and showers and thunderstorms will develop along the boundary on Saturday morning over the northern Rockies and the northern Iron Plains that will be moving into the upper Mississippi Valley by Sunday, and showers and thunderstorms will continue over the parts of the northern and central Rockies Saturday evening and the Sunday morning. Furthermore, showers and thunderstorms will develop over the parts of the central Rockies on Friday evening here. And our forecast discussion around the New England area here. High pressure over the New England will provide dry and cool weather for Saturday morning. Temperatures will begin to moderate Saturday afternoon as the high drifts offshore. By Sunday, very warm and humid conditions overspread the area. Cold front approaches the region from the west. This may result in a few thunderstorms later Sunday and Monday and possibly Tuesday, and dry and stable weather expected beyond the front for the middle of the week here. And diminished clouds will dissipate with sunset as boundary. Later begins to cool. High pressure remaining overhead will lead to winds becoming lighter calm this evening. This combined with skies clear and dry air mass will support radiation cooling, so expect temperatures to fall fairly quickly this evening. This will also result in a radiation patchy fog and low clouds later tonight. Otherwise, bad weather with cool temperatures once again, however, not as cool as last night. Expect lows in the 50s region wide here. Alright, let's take a look. What is going on in the tropics there? Alright, the final advisory on Cristobal as of 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's 45.5 to the north, 47.1 to the west, and maximum sustained winds 75 miles per movement, northeast about 44 miles per hour here. And our public advisory, and it shows Cristobal becomes a powerful extratropical cyclone over the North Atlantic states. And its location 45.5 to the north, 47.1 to the west, and about 300 miles, 48 kilometers east-southeast of Cape Race, Newfoundland. Maximum sustained winds 75 miles per 120 kilometers an hour, and present movement northeast of 55 degrees at 44 miles per hour, 78 kilometers an hour, and minimum central pressure 98 millibars at 28.94 inches. There are no coastal watches warnings in effect. At 11 a.m. Atlantic time, 15 UTC, the center of post-tropical cyclone Cristobal was located near latitude 45.5 to the north, longitude 47.1 in the west, and post-tropical cyclone was moving toward the northeast near 44 miles per hour, 78 kilometers an hour, and this chill motion with a decrease in forward speed is expected during the next day or two, and maximum sustained winds are near 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour, and with higher gusts. Some gradual weakness forecast during the next 36 hours. The post-tropical cyclone is forecast to emerge with another low over the North Atlantic in a couple of days, and hurricane force winds extend out to 115 miles, 185 kilometers an hour from the center of tropical storm. Force winds extend outward up to 310 miles, 500 kilometers an hour. The estimated minimum central pressure is 98 millibars at 20.94 inches. Surf swells generated by Cristobal are affecting portions of the New England coast and the southern coast of Nova Scotia and Newfoundland during the next day or so. So those swells are likely to cause light threatening and surf and rip current conditions. For more information, please consult products from your local weather office. And this is the last public advisory issued by the National Hurricane Service Center on Cristobal, and additional information in its system can be found in high seas forecast issued by the National Weather Service Center. And this is a disturbance number 1 here. A large area of disorganized continents and thunderstorms over the central Caribbean Sea is associated with a tropical wave. Upper level winds are forecast to become a little more favorable for development on Saturday while the wave moves over the northwestern Caribbean Sea. The disturbance is forecast to move across the Yucatan Peninsula on Sunday and into the southwestern Gulf of Mexico by Monday, where environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for some gradual development. Formation chance for 4 hours, low near 10%, and formation chance for 5 days, meaning about 30%. There. Okay. Nothing in the Eastern Pacific here to look at. So, airport delays. We're going to move on to the airport delays, and we got some airport delays greater than 15 minutes are George Bush Intercontinental in Houston, LaGuardia in New York City, Orlando, Florida, Chicago Midway and O'Hare, and Tampa International Airport here. So check with your airlines for further information if your airports that you're flying from or to from with the arrivals and departures are greater than 15 minutes. Okay, take a look at tonight's highs. Here we will see temperatures generally in the 50s for much of the region to around 60 degrees around New York City here. And take a look at the weekend here. Temperatures are warm throughout the weekend with the warmest weather expected on Sunday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday with the greatest chance of this occurring across the northwestern zones here. And take a look at our weather notes here. And it shows a water temperature of 68 degrees and comfy dew points in the 40s and 50s around the region. And so it'll be a 50-50 weekend here. Tomorrow will be nice and dry. Sunday warm and humid and best chance of showers and thunderstorms 4 p.m. for Sunday and Monday and not a washout here. And those who are going to the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship in Norton for tomorrow, it's going to be perfect weather on Saturday as it's going to be a beautiful day to watch the second round of the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship in Norton with a high of 76 degrees. Sunday, no problems. Watch the sky for some thunderstorms mainly after 5 p.m. with a 83 degree high temperature. And Labor Day, watch the sky for showers and thunderstorms on Labor Day and high about 83 degrees here. Okay, let's take a look at our window and it shows a beautiful, beautiful Friday evening in store. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For tonight, patch about after 5 a.m. watts. Increase the clouds with a low around 53 degrees in the east, wind about 5 miles becoming calm in the evening. For Saturday, patch about before 8 a.m. watts. Most of the sun sky near 76 degrees and south wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Saturday night, patch about after 1 a.m. watts. Most of the sky low 64 degrees and south wind about 7 miles per hour. For Sunday, chance of thunderstorms mainly after 5 p.m. Most of the skies high near 83 degrees in southwest, wind about 8 to 11 miles per hour. Precipitation 30%. Saturday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms and showers likely possibly a thunderstorm after midnight. Clouds low 70 degrees in southwest, wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Precipitation 6%. Labor Day, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most skies high near 83 degrees and precipitation 40%. Monday night, patch about after 3 a.m. watts. Part skies low 67 degrees and Tuesday, patch about before 8 a.m. watts. Most of the skies high near 86 degrees. Thursday night, part of the sky low 68 degrees. Wednesday, most of the sun sky near 85 degrees. Wednesday night, most of the sky low 63 degrees. Thursday, sun sky near 83 degrees. Thursday night, most of the sky low 60 degrees. And for Friday, sun sky near 83 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the night. A fantastic Friday evening on tap and a beautiful weekend in store. This is PJ with you for a good evening with a good positive. I'll be seeing you for the Weather Magician and Peter Channel News late night report at 11 o'clock. Or after the Red Sox Rays game on Nesson. Have a good evening and stay tuned. Good night. Have a good evening.